Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. We're going to start things off local for 2020. Remember that band I reviewed, The Last of Us? Well, they dropped another single and they requested that I check it out. And I actually found out that it's a bunch of former members of a bunch of other local bands that have now broken up from the Seattle scene, and they formed a new band called The Last of Us. So they dropped a new single. Happy New Year, by the way. I need new headphones. These are falling apart. The little inside flaps. My Sennheisers. I've had my Sennheisers for a good... I've had them for so long. I feel like I've had them for at least 6 years. 6 or 7 years. Both of these, on both sides, are starting to fall out. And I can't get them back in, and I don't know how to like sew this back on. I don't want to like tape it. I can finagle them enough to make them work, but I need some new headphones. If any of you fans out there enjoy my content and you enjoy watching it for free and you want to just help me fund some new headphones for your entertainment, there are links in the description below where you can donate some money if you want to. You can donate as little as you want, including none at all. It's all up to you, whether you feel charitable or not. And it's okay if you don't. I'm just saying, I need new ones. I can't afford new ones right now. So we're just going to make do with them kind of falling apart. But I found it. Undertaker by The Last of Us is what we're going to listen to. Let's have a listen. Here we go. Sounds like This or the Apocalypse. There's those... Jeez, that note. As far as the eye can see, spreading faster than infection from a mortal disease. That constant 16th pick riff that's constantly going over the guitars is choice. Yeah, just gotta keep it going, man. It's sick. We're all just reckless cares and an engine fading flying away to show. I say where it is. I'm the thing if you never even give it a thing. Falling behind, running straight for the edge. Go! Nice. That was a cool breakdown because it wasn't boring. The tide is rushing in and I just can't find the oxygen to I like that range of the vocals. Those sound really good. I know I was harsh with the guy in the last song, but that range I think is excellent. I also think the levels could have come up just a little bit on the singing. The screams are right on point as far as performance as well as the mix. What's on the cross when there's no one left to play? What will you do when you're finally out of time? Undertaker! Nice. That's a hype song. That's totally a hype song. That's like an opener for a show. Like, if you play that show as in the opener, that's going to get the crowd like, whoa, this band is sick. That's a sick song. It's totally sick. I don't know, man, like, that song, like, just flew by really, really quick. That was a really, really fun song to listen to, and I actually like it better than the other one that they did a music video to. Just the beginning, especially, reminded me a lot of the band This or the Apocalypse. They do that stuff, that kind of high-paced riff, or high-paced, like, lead riff with, like, some chugs underneath it. They would revisit that kind of pattern quite a bit, but it was always awesome. It was always really tastefully done. That lead-picked riff that just constantly goes throughout the song, it establishes a really cool theme that kind of carries the whole thing. So that way the other instruments can kind of dance around it and do different things, but the whole song has a very consistent theme to it, and I really, really like that. So it was well done. I think the only thing is that I think the singing vocals could have been just turned up, maybe not turned up, but just compressed more or maximized more so that they'd sit up front just a little bit more, because I felt like there was so much noise when there was the singing and they kind of sat in the back, except for the beginning where he sang that super, super high note. I felt like I could hear him really, really well. But then in the latter half of the song where they had the singing part, the levels just kind of got muddy just a little bit, and I wanted those vocals to be more in front. That range that he sang was much more preferable for me than it was with the others. So that was cool. That was a good listen. I think the song could have stood for like a 10 to 15 second solo, especially since the song kind of established like a kind of a shreddy vibe. I wouldn't have minded a quick 4-bar, maybe 8-bar break where the guitar could do something a little bit fancy, and just let it rip for a little bit. But I mean, it's 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and it just kicked butt from start to finish. So that was a cool tune. Definitely a really, really cool tune. I look forward to these guys dropping off. I think they're going to drop an EP soon, or maybe an album. Yeah, I'm excited for them. So good job, dudes. I didn't have as much feedback for this one. I mean, it was the same mix as before, so I feel like I'm just going to be saying the same things. I actually think the singing was better on this one than it was before, simply because of the melody choice, like the range choice. But when he went to the more mid-range singing, it sounded excellent. I just wish I could hear it a little bit better, but it sounded great, so I loved it. This is a cool band. They're from Seattle, Washington, my area, and that's how we're going to kick off 2020. I'm back, kind of off topic here. I worked on my machine for the last week and a half or so, my computer. I upgraded my computer. I'm now booting from an SSD drive. I have 2 additional SSD drives installed. It's like basically cache drives that for video editing, and I also got a new video card, and my buddy Josh has helped me, and I'm gonna be working on his stuff, and I'll be sharing that on my channel. I'll be sharing the stuff that I make for him on my channel, and yeah, talk to everybody soon. This series has not ended. It just took a holiday break while I took the holidays off, as well as upgraded my computer and nearly tore my hair out trying to upgrade it and make it all work. I had to reset the BIOS like at least 2 times, and I reinstalled Windows Clean 2 times as well. So it took a while, it took some work, but it ended up all good in the end, and everything's working good. So we're good now. All right, anyways, I'll talk to you soon. I'm going to check the list, and we're going to see what we can listen to next. Peace out.